Exactly a year ago this weekend, Madeleine McCann disappeared. Tonight, we're in her home village of Rothley, and we talk to her parents about the support they've received from this community. And we've a special report on the village which found itself at the centre of a media storm. That's Central Tonight on Friday, the 2nd of May.
Should we really be joining up with those countries that you've mentioned, or should they be doing the right thing by coming over to the system that we have?
Can I just interrupt just for a moment, because I want to pick up on a point that Penny very briefly touched on. Joanne, what if a woman's been raped?
We have women who come to us who have been raped and who have conceived.
Exactly 90 years ago today signalled the end of World War I. It's a war which lasted 4 years, resulting in the deaths of 20 million people. Since then, every year, on the 11th of the 11th, Britain has stood in silence to remember the men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice. Tonight, we're dedicating our programme to Armistice Day and what it means to people in the East Midlands. Just tell me, you've just come back from Afghanistan. What's it like going out to somewhere as dangerous as that and having to leave your family behind?
The Army actually prepares you quite well for going into theatre. We have extensive training, which helps us to combat most situations that we may or may not have come across before.
Dad, Paul, let me bring you in. Proud that your daughter's followed in your footsteps?
I'm very proud, Steve. A son and a daughter both serving in today's military.
Good evening and welcome to a very special edition of Central Tonight.
Look, in every healthcare system in the world, you've got a limited amount of resource.
Particularly Grantham is a particular example. The NHS Trust, £19 million deficit. There's now suggestions the A&E department might be closed, meaning people have to travel 30 miles from a big place like Grantham to get to accident and emergency.
I mean, I don't know enough about the specific situation in Grantham, although I think they're trying to make sure that there is emergency care.
Now, Midlands Today with Suzanne Verdi and Steve Clamp.
Hello, welcome to the programme.
Tonight, I'll keep fighting for justice.
A mother vows to go to Tony Blair after a drug addict who robbed her and her son walks free.
Good evening, welcome to Tuesday's Midlands Today from the BBC. Tonight, anger from a mother as a robber walks free from court. Every balloon here symbolises the lives of babies lost to miscarriage. I have to be honest, before it happened to us, I really didn't give miscarriage a second thought. But then it did happen. At times, Claire and I didn't feel like we could carry on trying either. But then we thought we'd give it one more go. Look at his face. And luckily for us, it's paid off. Things are hopefully turning out for the best. Well, we can now join the WBC super middleweight champion himself, Carl Froch. He's back at the Nottingham Arena. Carl, well done. Fantastic victory. How are you feeling after that epic encounter?
I think it's just starting to soak in, actually.
Carl, can I just bring your mum in, Carol? Carol, hiya, thanks for joining us. Listen, I know you're going to be very proud, but this was one of Carl's strongest opponents. Were you worried?
Very worried, because I obviously knew in advance that Carl had got an injury.
My agent, who's Phil McIntyre, who looks after Peter Kay and Ben Elton, Victoria, with a lot of stand-ups. He was
does comedians as well.
Yeah, he did, like, that's big. Yeah, hey! Now hang on, don't start this, or I'll actually let the viewers know, right? That can I just say thanks to Steve for my makeup today.
I'm going to get rid of you now because you know I don't like it when someone takes over my programme. I'm going to ask you to tell me a bit about the work you do for charity for the Romanian appeal. And you're very involved with that, aren't you?
Yes, I was out actually in August.
Let me take a shot. I'll show you how it's done.
Okay.
That's two shots to you, so there we go. Not the white. We're good at this.
Well, that's nearly it from us, and I'm looking forward to going home and opening my 2 advent calendars, both chocolate. What about you?
We gave them to our children this morning, and Emma, who's 3, she got the principle, 1 chocolate a day. She was fine. Ben, who's 1, he had 1, wanted the rest, kicked up a big fuss. Ben, if you're watching, you have to wait till the morning for the next one.
Wait till tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.